Senator Paul, as I was studying up for this interview and hearing you today, I'm having some difficulty figuring out exactly where you are on the political spectrum, because in some senses you're to the left of Barack Obama when it comes to drones. On the other hand, you're to the right of Congressman Paul Ryan, whose budget you opposed, voted against this weekend in the Senate, because you say that it doesn't cut the budget, balance the budget fast enough. Do you think there's room for a realistic, feasible presidential candidate who's to the left of Obama on some issues and to the right of Paul Ryan on other issues?
I think we have a confusing spectrum. This left-right spectrum doesn't always work for people. But I think because of some of that confusion, it shows that someone like myself, I think, could appeal to young people, independents, and moderates, because many of them do think it's a mistake to put people in jail for marijuana use and throw away the key. So I think there are people who would like a less aggressive foreign policy. There are all kinds of issues that don't neatly fit in the left-right paradigm that I think would help, because we're not doing very well in a lot of these states, these purple and blue states. So we do need a candidate that would appeal across the left-right paradigm.
Just briefly, we got about 30 seconds left, though. I mean, your budget, which would balance the budget, your plan would balance the budget in 5 years. Paul Ryan's, which has come under attack for balancing it in 10 years. You've introduced it 3 consecutive years in the Senate. The most votes you ever got was this weekend, when you got 18 of 100 senators. I mean, isn't that out of the mainstream?
Well, the thing is I think the legislature is about 10 years behind the public. For example, I've introduced amendments to quit sending money to Egypt and build bridges here in the United States instead of in Egypt. I'll bet you 90% of the American people agree with me, but 80% of my senators disagree with me. So I would argue the Senate is not up to date with what the people really want.
Senator Paul, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us, and it's always good to talk with you, sir.